Hey everybody. Yes, I am wearing the face gear. It's cold here. It's cold here. It's 14 degrees out. We got um, quite a bit of snow over the past like 24 hours. You don't notice how fast it accumulates, but it does. We have a stack about this tall on top of our mailbox, so it's getting pretty deep. Um, Luckily, this year we have heat in my room. So, well, relative heat. The rest of the house is warm now. That hasn't always been the case here. There we go. That hasn't always been the case here. The first year that we were here, we had heat half the winter, and then pretty much every year after that, they would get the heat fixed, and then subsequently at some point in the winter the heat would die. Come to think now that it was probably because we didn't bleed the radiators. I've been bleeding the radiators all winter long, and there's still air in it, still tons of air in it. I can't get anything to come out of mine, the one in my room. I think it's completely stopped up, but I can hear it gurgling, so it's good, at least on some level. I'm not freezing. I'm only wearing one of these shirts and a t-shirt. So I mean, it's not that cold. Typically right now I'd have on my t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, probably another long sleeve t-shirt, and a hoodie. Underneath my clothing I would have a layer of sweats. So I mean, it gets pretty cold here in the winter, and I admit I've been rather obsessive about the cold. And I'm not really proud of the reason that I've been rather obsessive about the cold, which would happen to be my brother, who, if you view a couple of earlier videos, he's living outside right now because he can never live here, and he has nowhere else to live, and he has no job. The life of an ex-con. Don't become an ex-con. See, this is what happens when you become an ex-con. Don't do crime. But I'm not really going to get into that. And needless to say, it being as cold as it is outside, and him being in the situation that he's in, I am more aware of it. Next topic. I've been looking, and I can't find any of my old music books. This is the only one that I've been able to find. Odd meter rudimental etudes for the snare drum. I haven't been able to find any of my. I should have like 7 or 8 of these. I mean, these all, if you look, I mean, these are all weird. This is odd meter rudimental etudes for the snare drum by Mitchell Peters. I mean, they have freaking weird time signatures. And it goes, let me see, 5/8. Okay, I think this one's just 5. Yeah, this whole thing's in 5/8. It's one of the few that's only in 1. Okay, one of the 2 that's only in 1. The 5/8 is a weird time signature anyway. That's there are 5 eighth notes per measure. That's what that means. I see. 5/8. Odd meter rudimentary. 5/8. Yeah, here we go. 7/8. Yay. Ooh, 6/8 feeling like 3/4. That means that there are 6/8 notes in a measure, but it feels like it's 3/4. So instead of it, typically 6/8 would feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With it feeling like 3/4, that means it feels like there's 3 quarter notes in one bar. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like that. Ooh, 9/8. That's a fun one. What's that? 3/4 plus 3/8. Jeez. That is an odd meter. It's 4/4. It's the standard measurement for music is 4/4. That means there's 4 quarter notes in one measure. Here we go. This is a lot like my some of the audition pieces that I played while I was in high school. As you go 4/4, then 7/8, then 3/4, then 5/8, then 2/4, then 3/8, then 7/8, then 3/4, then 5/8, then 2/4. Every single bar in here is a different time signature. It's really cool. And once you start playing this stuff, and you get the meter down for it, you get some weird stuff. It almost always sounds cool though. Ooh, here we go, 10/8. Yeah, right. Anyway, as I was saying, I haven't been able to find any of my old music books. None of them. I also have old music, old stuff that I've written. I have apparently no idea what happened to them. Where I thought they were, they aren't. So it's looking like I'm gonna have to go out and buy a whole bunch of new books and find them again. I mean, I've had collected these. I mean, I have a whole bunch of theory books, music theory books. They don't have any actual percussion books, which is weird because I'm a percussionist. I'm also gonna have to dig out my other sticks because to get my chops back, playing with like drum set sticks is not the best thing to do. What you want to do, you want to start out with a bigger stick, because then you get used to it's the same concept as like putting weights on a bat if you play baseball. So then you get used to the heavier weight, so that then when you switch over, if you're playing drum set or concert snare, you can play it you have all the more control. But if you're doing marching percussion, like say, in a marching band or in drum corps, and you're on the battery, then you want to practice with a bigger stick. If I could find my stuff, I would I'd be able to do a demonstration, but I'm not making very much leeway with the whole organization thing. The problem is a major portion of my drumming equipment is in my closet. And if you can see my closet, you can't see my closet, but if you could see it, you would scream because of how stacked up the boxes are that we took out of the attic. They were going to insulate the attic, but they never got around to it, and so now I have all this stuff in my closet. But it's okay. Okay, because prior to, there was a whole bunch of stuff in my closet. I came home from Baghdad, and my closet was full of stuff, and none of it was mine. I was like, what the hell is this? But now, see, for a while, every time I left for any extended amount of time, they would rearrange my room. But now I have my room set up in such a manner that they cannot rearrange it, which is a good thing. That means that when I come back, everything will be exactly where I put them. I don't like people moving my stuff. Anyway, I'm about to run out of time. It's going to cut some off anyway, but I'll sign off.